Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for 2016, the year. This reading is for Geminis born between May 21st and May 31st. What I did is I split up all the signs into three parts, and if you were not born between those dates, then you can just check out the description, and I have links to all the other two videos for your sign. Although you can watch all three videos, absolutely, they'll probably all have bits and pieces that resonate with you. But I want to make these readings more accurate for 2016, so I split them up again by 10 days, basically the decans of astrology for each sign. So again, this is for Gemini who are born between May 21st and May 31st. The first card you have is the Queen of Hearts. Feeling very psychic this year, probably. You have a lot of cards that represent being very psychic this year, trusting your intuition. Queen of Hearts, definitely the card that trusts her intuition the most and uses that to her ability. She's also very charming as well. So again, I don't attach sex to my card, so it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is just kind of like an energy that's surrounding you and that you can use to your advantage. So that charming type energy and love, there's definitely love on the table for you as this year, no doubt about it. So use your charming nature. It's almost going to be natural for you this year with this card. Having this card kind of gives you this natural charming ability, which is really great. It's also, a very loving card, wanting love and all this other stuff. And kind of like on the flip side of the card, it can be very much more simple. It can be your mother or a mother-like figure in your life giving you advice. So if you receive any motherly advice this year, this card comes in and just says you would want to pay attention to that advice. You'd want to take that advice and basically run with it. So, and of course, it would be coming from a place of love, this advice. So if this advice is coming from a place of fear, then that's not right. That's how you can tell the difference between what advice you should take and what advice you shouldn't take this year. Anything that comes from love, that if you immediately think to yourself, hey, my mother would have told me to do that, and somebody says something to you, then that is advice that you would want to follow this year, kind of with this card. The next card you have, really great card, Four of Hearts, can represent new stuff coming into your life, basically new jobs, new business, new places to live, moving, selling your house, traveling for business, even getting jobs that are more adventurous comes up with this card. Getting jobs that are more, fun for you. It's another card that represents being charming. You have a lot of this charming type energy. So I'd say that your love is definitely going to be really great for you this year. Take advantage of it. Go out and try to meet people because that's the only place you'll be able to use this kind of like charming energy. But this card can also represent love in the household, just feeling good in the house. Fours represent the home. So this card can just simply say that, you're going to just be feeling really loved in the home, really just happy in the house and having a lot of good things happen. It is a card that does, bring some balance with it as well. So you'll probably be feeling more balanced this year compared to the other past years, which have been very unbalanced. So that is kind of like a nice little addition to the card. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs. Eight of Clubs is a very psychic card, all about using your psychic abilities. So your psychic abilities, again, are going to be kind of like on point this year with this card. But more importantly, the Eight of Clubs is a card of great success, by the way. You can become very successful under an Eight of Clubs. However, it can put up blocks in our life, or when the card comes in, we can be blocked. So what do we do about these blocks if we're stuck somewhere? What the Eight of Clubs wants you to do is it wants you to look a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and find another path to get to where you're going, whether that be a relationship, a job, a business contract, whatever you're trying to get in your life. If you find yourself stuck, then there's another way. You just have to open your eyes. And eights are so easy to overcome. They're incredibly easy to overcome. So what can you do with an Eight of Clubs? Well, you can do things like ask your friends. Clubs represent people. If you're stuck anywhere in your life, go ask your friends. Go ask your loved ones and say, hey, I'm having can we put our heads together here and try to find a solution to this? And guess what? Since eights reward that type of thing, reward hard work, reward asking people for help, they'll be more than happy to help you and offer you advice. And that will get you right through it. Eights also do reward doing multiple things. So say you have a business and you're trying to advertise that business, but you're only trying one form of advertisement. Now, that's not going to cut it with an 8 of clubs. You really have to try like multiple ways of advertising your business with this card, because that's what the card wants you to do. It wants you to kind of spread yourself out, and try more things. So that's what you'd have to do under this card. Next, you have the 3 of diamonds. Really an important card about deciding what's important to you. It's a card of values, deciding what values are important to you. A lot of people did this last year, but I still do kind of think there's been a little bit of hang time recently, and people are still deciding about this. It's a card of opportunity. It reminds me a lot of the Lovers card, even though it's a Diamonds card, the Lovers in the Tarot, because the Lovers card can be about choices and giving us choices in life. And frequently one of those choices will be not the right choice, the other one will be the best choice. And the wrong choice, you can always say under this card, usually is something that we have already experienced in the past. So we've already made this type of decision in the past and it didn't work out before, and it's probably not going to work out now. So if you are presented with multiple choices this year, one choice is an old choice that definitely didn't work out, that you know kind of deep down that you shouldn't be going that direction, and then you have another choice, pick door number 2, because that will lead to success. This card, it's kind of like a universal challenge, like a challenge from the universe coming in saying, okay, well, did they really learn their lesson from the last time? And if you do, then guess what? You get to move ahead and you get to move past all this, all this stuff. But, it's still an okay card. It just asks you to be a little bit more balanced in your decision making. Next, you have the 6 of Hearts, incredible card, because this represents putting energy out, getting it back. As I always say with this card, normally before the 6 of Hearts comes in, we put energy into things and we get nothing back, like 0. Now with this card, you can put energy into things like business, love, your job, people, spirituality, and you can expect to get a return on that energy. It's not going to be so draining this year, and it's not like going to be where you can't get things to work out. This comes in and allows things to like kind of return to balance and return to that give and take type of situation with this card. It can also be a card of matching up with somebody really perfectly. It's like kind of like a mind, body, spirit connection. If you want to call that a soulmate connection, that's what this card would represent. So it's like that perfect plugging in of 2 people. You have the opportunity to meet somebody like this year, and I would definitely keep your eyes open and try to meet as many people as you possibly can, because that will allow you, again, to meet somebody who's really, really perfect for you, especially if you've been having problems in relationship. If you've been having relationship problems, not in relationships, anything along those lines, that card will change that for you. And finally, you have the 3 of Spades, all about needing to watch your health. Watch your health this year. Take care of yourself. It says if you're not in a fitness routine or anything like that, try to find one and stay healthy this year. Get plenty of rest, drink tons of water. This card can come up when we are like working like crazy, for example. This card can come up and it suggests that we'll be working really hard during the year, but you need to watch your health. It's really important with this card. Sorry, had to pause the video, which is becoming a common occurrence. I have a small dog who barks every time a car drives by or the wind blows or anything like that, so I didn't want her to interrupt this video. But back to the 3 of Spades. Again, watch your health. Super important. On the other side of the coin here with this card, the 3 of Spades can represent being very creative, using your creativity to make things happen. So anywhere you're challenged, it's like kind of that outside the box thinking will kind of get you out of your challenges. Think outside the box, create weird new solutions. Anything weird too with this card, that's what you can do. But it's also a card of needing to really focus on something like if you're trying to be successful in your career, getting really focused on that will help you kind of move through and be more successful. So looks like a great year. Thank you for watching, and also again, please feel free to watch the other 2 videos for Gemini, because chances are there'll be little bits and pieces in there that you might feel kind of resonate with you as well.